Yo, what's going on, family? Welcome back to Lamar Technology Group. This is the second video. And today's message, I want to inform y'all about making sure that you do what's best for you. Yes, make sure you do what's best for you. Because if you don't, then who gonna do it? Who gonna do it? You know what I mean? Ain't nobody gonna do it. You know what I mean? So you gotta make sure you do what's best for you. Listen to me, y'all. So it was something in my spirit to make this video now. I'm actually out door dashing, y'all. I'm door dashing, and I'm like, you know what? Let me pull over real quick. Let me pause and make this video, right? Because it was something that I was like, you know what? Let me do this. I have to do this right now. And I need y'all to know this. Sometimes we have individuals or we have organizations, or we have these forces that try to prevent us from doing what's best for us, right? It's like a matrix. It literally is a matrix, y'all, And I need y'all to hear me now. It don't matter whether it's co-workers, whether it's family, whether it's, love, interest, or, relationships, whatever. It don't matter. It don't matter. Do what's best for you, right? It does not matter who it is. Anyone who's jealous and envy of you is going to make sure that they try to keep you stagnant, try to keep you from reaching your goals, your plans, whatever it is. But I need y'all to really listen to me here. Really listen to me. I said this in the last video. It don't matter though. It don't matter. You know what I mean? It don't matter. You see, because if God told me yes, then I'm going to get blessed. You know what I mean? It don't matter about what they talking about. You know what I mean? It don't matter what they're doing behind the scenes. You see, because sometimes I get downloads, sometimes I get these random downloads of things, and God warns me about certain things as well, and I don't let it get me down. I don't let it disturb my peace. I don't let it, try to, or keep me stagnant, or try to keep me from doing what I need to do for the day. It's like, that's interesting. Thank you, Most High. And I'm gonna go on about my day. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna sit here and just cry about it. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna sit here and just be like, oh my gosh, why are they doing this? Like, no, I'm not gonna do that. But this is what I'm saying here. It don't matter what they're trying to do, what they're saying. God granted you the blessing. He granted you peace. It don't matter. You're going to receive and witness the finest of things in this 3D world. Y'all need to hear me today. You know what I mean? Y'all really need to hear me today, man. Yeah. Because some individuals, some co-workers, some employers, whatever it is, they don't want to see you do better than them. They don't want to see you leave. They don't want to see you prosper. They want you to maintain a certain level within the corporation, right? Put up with, the stress, put up with the karmics, put up with, the narcissistic abuse, whatever. And, and I'm speaking to someone. I know I'm speaking to someone with this message, But of course, take what resonates and leave what does not resonate with someone else, of course. But I'm speaking to someone that really needs to hear this. Do what's best for you. Does not matter who you are. If you feel in your spirit, if you know that something is not right, 9 times out of 10, it's probably not, But of course, use discernment, right? Use discernment and just make sure that whatever you decide to do, that it's something that, is more passionate for you, that is more, more peaceful, right? And of course, more safe. You know what I mean? Because, you don't want to go from one, this is just an example. You don't want to go from like one relationship to the next thinking that it's going to be, the same, right? And then again, we also don't want to get tricked thinking that, oh, okay, well, this didn't work out, so let me just go with this person, right after the fact, right? Because 9 times out of 10, we need to make sure that we do our proper healing, that we become the best version of ourselves before we actually start doing those things. Now, everybody's on different timelines, right? Let me say that. Everybody's on different timelines, but this is also where your discernment comes in as well, right? So that's why I say always use your discernment. So listen to me, y'all. If God granted you access to that treasure chest, oh, you might as well just say forget the rest. You know what I mean? Or you might as well just say forget them. Anybody who don't want to see you win, okay, whatever. God said you are going to experience the finest things in life. Just make sure you keep on working. Make sure you keep on grinding. Make sure you do, of course, take breaks. And I do. And I'm just going to call myself out on this, y'all. I am now starting to take more breaks because I would DoorDash every day, all day. Look, 24/7. You know what I mean? And it's like, bro, you need to chill out. You need to take a step back. You know what I mean? And you need to take a little break, bro, for real. Because if not, you're gonna burn yourself out. And trust me, I have. I have. You know what I mean? So I have to, I take my own advice, y'all. So make sure that you stay, grounded. Keep on working towards your goals. Nobody, and I mean no one, is going to be able to tell you you can't do something, especially if God already been putting it in your mind, been putting it in your spirit, in your heart, letting you know already that it's already yours, right? So it don't matter about what they say or what they do behind the scenes. Y'all can get away from me. You know what I mean? Y'all might as well just go ahead and get away from me, because God already said, hey, look, this is already happening for him. This is already happening for her. What you're doing right now, it ain't gonna work. If anything, I'm gonna use exactly what you're doing behind the scenes to sharpening the divine masculine, or to sharpen the divine feminine. I'm gonna use everything that you're doing right now to raise them up, to bring in their blessings a lot quicker, to mold them, to shape them. And that's truly a blessing. So don't worry about what they're saying. Don't worry about what they're doing. Make sure that you do what's best for you. Listen, family, this is the second video, and I'm very, very happy, of course, that y'all tuned in to the second video. I'm truly blessed. I'm thankful. And of course, I always say this. I always will say this. Make sure y'all do what's best for y'all. Make sure of that. But listen, y'all stay up and stay blessed, okay? Yo, I'll catch y'all soon.